I looked at many home service franchisees across all home service trades, and one of the common traits that I found was that some of the most successful franchisees within home services were a part of the first national brand for whatever that given trade was. About 2 years ago, I was an operations executive for a home services franchise platform, and I got very interested in artificial turf. There's not another national artificial turf brand in the US. So I started to look for an artificial turf brand to go and franchise. Lance and I eventually got connected, and about a year ago, we put our partnership together to go franchise Waterloo Turf. One of the reasons why I was so excited to franchise within the artificial turf space, I looked at many home service franchisees across all home service trades, and one of the common traits that I found was that some of the most successful franchisees within home services were a part of the first national brand for whatever that given trade was. Seeing that there was no other national competition within artificial turf, I got interested in the industry and started to do some more research. It is an absolutely exploding industry. I've seen growth rates that have the industry growing from a 6% to over a 12% growth rate year over year. The industry is growing due to consumer preferences. Water is getting more expensive. People don't want to pay to have their lawns watered. Maintenance is getting messier and also more expensive. People want a green and clean yard that they can have year round. We also see legislative tailwinds within the artificial turf industry. There is a massive water conservation movement happening across the US, and turf is the legislative answer to help cities reduce the use of their water within their municipality. Once I got into the industry, I started looking into its traits a little bit more, and it checked all the boxes for me. Turf is a high-ticket project-based type of installation. The average install residentially within the turf industry is $10,000. Turf also has a recurring revenue component to it. So not only do you get the big hits on the high ticket side, you also can build something sustainable through turf maintenance. Turf is both B2C and B2B. We do both residential and commercial turf installations. Turf has low overhead and a low upfront investment. We are a low CapEx industry. Our distributor partners are the ones who hold the real estate. We do not hold any warehousing. Our distributor partners hold all of the turf inventory. We do not have our capital tied up in turf rolls. This is an industry where you can go out, dump a bunch of money into leads, and not have to worry about the CapEx that comes along with it. This is also an industry that has a great cash conversion cycle to it. Homeowners pay us directly. We do not have to wait to get paid by insurance. We do not have to wait to get paid by general contractors. We get paid at the conclusion of the job, at which point we then pay our subcontracted installers. This is the type of industry, if run correctly, residentially, we always get paid first before we pay somebody else. Turf is also a highly fragmented industry. We primarily compete against local mom and pop landscapers, along with a handful of regional turf installation companies. It leaves a lot of room for a national competitor like Waterloo Turf to take the scene and dominate not just in the local markets, but the digital presence overall. And now that I've been in turf for a little bit, I see turf much like countertops were in the early 2000s. Nobody had granite countertops. You saw this big wave of kitchens getting remodeled, getting nice new granite countertops. We are in that same place today. Very few people have artificial turf lawns, especially outside of the Southwest, but we see that trend growing. The more people that see artificial turf lawns, the more people will want to get their own yard turfed, much like countertops were. And what's different about turf from other home service trades is that turf has a massive network effect to it. The more people that see artificial turf backyards, the more people want an artificial turf backyard for themselves. We have a saying here where if you go and get new gutters for your house, nobody's gonna come to your house and say, wow, look at those gutters, those are great, where can I get some? But if you have a lush green artificial turf backyard, maybe with a putting green in the back right-hand corner, when you have your friends over, they will notice it and they will ask who did the install for you. And we get many leads based off of just referrals. Not only is artificial turf a great industry to get into as a business owner, homeowners also love artificial turf. When a homeowner gets a backyard with artificial turf, they get their Saturdays back. And no longer do homeowners have to use pesticides or fertilizers. Their yards stay chemical-free. Our goal at Waterloo Turf is to become the national name brand in the artificial turf space. We can only do this with franchise owners who want to dominate their local markets and build a big business. And if you're interested in owning a Waterloo Turf business in your local market, click the link below, and we look forward to getting to know you more.